another Polygel nail design set. Now I don't typically use white, but this white was giving this set a little life. They came out really cute, and I think I'm going to start adding a little white to my sets because I really enjoyed these. Alright, so we're just going to start out with my prep routine. I'm just taking a metal cuticle pusher. They usually come in like the all-in-one kit, so it's not nothing special. You don't have to go buy one. But if you don't have one, get one. But I just push the cuticles back, and then with my e-file on a low speed and a diamond cuticle bit, I just go around the cuticle area. So I just go up one side around the nail and then down the other side. I don't file on my nail plate. They have enough ridges as is, and I don't need to create any more. So that's that. Now I do go around this way with the e-file backwards, and this is just to make sure that cuticle is not connected to that nail plate. Again, I'm doing it at my desk and not at my kitchen sink. And if I would have, then the cuticle would have been soft and a lot easier to get it off the plate. But alright, so I'm just going to take this rag with a little soap and water on it and just wipe that extra dust off. That is the reason why I file it in my kitchen sink, because I just hate that dust. I don't like it in my nail room. But okay, so now we're going to go in with this foam application. All I'm pretty much doing is just pre-pinching the tip, and then I open it up. Now I do put slits on the sides. All of my nails are, for the most part, all of them are fairly flat, and me putting that slit there allows me to create a C-curve. For you guys that don't know, a C-curve nail is stronger than a flat nail, and so I like to create that C-curve at least up underneath the free edge, and then it makes the nail stronger for me, at least, because I'm very hard on my hands. But I just pretty much do that through all of the forms. Cut a little slit on the side, and then for the two in the middle, I have to cut those corners off because my nails are straight, pretty much. Like I don't have a smile line, so I have to cut those corners so it'll fit up under my natural nail. I pre-pinch the bottom part, just kind of work it, make sure I am satisfied how it looks, and then I'll secure it to the finger. Now my middle finger is just like the wonkiest finger of all. Like, it's short, the nail bit is shorter, it grows upwards, no smile line. The whole finger is just like crooked, and so it takes me a little minute to get this form on that middle finger. And for both hands, actually, it just takes me a little minute with that middle finger. But after readjusting it, double checking, relaxing my hand, look at it and stuff, after a while I wind up getting it. Alright, and so while we're working on that, then I'll fold the flaps out. And that is just so that way when I go in to sculpt, the little flaps aren't in the way. You can cut them off if you choose to. I don't. I just feel like it's an extra step. Now my pointer finger, it is the easiest one. I just cut those little corners, put it on there, check it out, and then secure it, and that is that. Alright, so after all of the forms are on, secured tight, make sure they are all pinched really tight up under the nail so that they don't go anywhere, and then open up the bottoms. I don't know what happened to the base coat video, but I did apply a peel off base coat. Now this Polygel I got about 2 years ago, I believe. It's a really nice kit. The thing is, they don't have it on Amazon anymore. The majority of my Polygels I buy from Amazon, but they do not have this kit anymore. I do believe I bought this back in like 2021. But they don't have it anymore, which sucks because the Polygel is very nice. It's real easy to use. It don't flood, it don't run, it does what you need it to do. It was just really nice to work with, and then unfortunately they don't have it anymore. But I don't know what took me so long to use this kit, but I've been using it for my last couple of sets. Really nice kit. But all I'm doing is just putting that Polygel on the nail. And I'm not gonna lie, when I started, and usually for the majority of my sets, when I started I had no idea on what I wanted to do, and so I was just kind of winging it. And then after playing around with it a little bit, I kind of got an idea. So I'll explain my steps when I get to the next finger. But after I pretty much did that, go ahead and cure it, and then we'll start again. So I take a bead of that polygel, squeeze it out onto the nail plate, and then clean my brush pretty much. And then I like to push all of my polygel together like one bead, if that makes sense. It's just easier for me to mold it when it's all together, and then I can kind of like start dragging it. So I'm going to take my brush at an angle, angling it down towards the cuticle area, and just go around the cuticle area, making sure I have product all the way around. And then after I am satisfied with the closeness, then I'll drag down the remainder of the product. So I'm pretty much just going to bring it down to like a what is it? A French. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me explain this first. So my pointer finger, I scoped it down to a little past the 2. The middle finger, I have to scope it down to like a 3 or a little before the 3. This middle finger nail bed is shorter than all of the other nail beds. And so after I kind of eyeball my length, I'll go in and push the sides in, and then I'll square off the front. But I was just saying, I had a little rough, I don't want to say rough, but I had an extremely busy 2 weeks. And so I do apologize. I'm a little all over the place, and this video is extremely late. So, but I thank you guys for supporting me. Alright, so after we got all the white done, I'm going to go in with this green. They do still have this one on Amazon, and I will put the links to the kits that are available. I will put them in the description. I had no problem with this green. Now, I don't usually say the names of the polygels in my videos, mainly because I don't know if I'm pronouncing them wrong, and so I don't want to be all loud and wrong on camera. But I will put a picture of the kits on there, and I also will add links. But this green was really nice. I did go back and add a small little bead because I wasn't feeling the outline. But this brand, it's a little iffy with this brand. And so I think they call it like a Sheba or something, like Shihabe or something like that. But with this, some of the polygels be really nice, really easy to use. Some of them be extremely sticky, or some of them are extremely runny. So with this brand, it's a hit and miss, and that's why I don't never put them in my tops. But yeah, so all I'm pretty much doing is taking the blue now, which I already did the green, but I'm just taking that bead, squeezing it on there. Then I just outline that white with it, and I'll do that. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all, but the ring finger is usually recorded for reels and shorts. And when I did the pointer finger, I was like, I might as well just go ahead and do the ring. Might as well go ahead and do the pinky finger. So all I'm doing is taking that blue, I'm outlining the white, just making sure that the blue is connected to the white. I don't like to overlap the colors. It's fine if a little bit go on top of the white because I'm going to file it anyway. But I don't like to cover the whole thing because I still like to see what design and shape I am doing as I do the set. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of just go with the flow. And as long as I can see what's going on, I kind of get through that set. Alright, so I took a little alcohol on a paper towel and wiped that sticky layer off of the blue and the green because I am going to go in and file it. And so it's best to like wipe that sticky layer off so that way they don't go up your hand file. But I'm just pretty much that little slant, I'm just trying to make it super sharp because the next color, my finger all in the way, but I just wanted to make that little slant sharp because with glitter sometimes it's hard for it to have that clean crisp line unless I file the previous color. It's just hard to see it really clean and crisp without filing with glitter for me. Alright, so this green was really, really nice. I mean, it wasn't sticky at all. It was fairly stiff. But this kit also I got back in 2021, and they don't have it on Amazon anymore. And I believe this was the only brand. I mean, this was the only kit that brand made also, if I'm not mistaken. But the green, all the colors in this kit is really nice, and I have used this kit multiple times. I absolutely love that polygel. Now this blue glitter It's still available on Amazon. But this one was alright, let me start by saying this. The kit was really, really pretty. Like all of the colors was like a pretty shimmer, soft color. I think it was like 6 colors. But this polygel was definitely runny. It was definitely sticky. And I just had to do more patting versus swiping with this polygel just because it was runny and sticky. And if I swiped it too much, the whole thing would move. But all I'm doing is just going to go ahead and slant that, which I did on all the fingers, and then cure them. Now I'm going to go in with this green. Now this green here, they do say that is HEMA free, along with a couple of other things like BPA or something like that. They have a bunch of free stuff in this brand polygel. So for you guys that are looking for HEMA free polygel, I definitely recommend it. This brand, I think it's Amelie or Amelii or something like that. But this polygel, they do have a whole video on YouTube about what's free about it, what's not in it, what is in it, why I don't have it, why I do have it. So I definitely recommend this brand for you guys who are looking for a HEMA-free product. Only thing about this is it wasn't sticky, so that was a plus. But it is a little more on the runnier side. But if you can get over the runny part, this product probably be for you if you're looking for that HEMA-free product. Alright, so after I squeeze that little bead on there, I'm just straightening out that nail. The nail is coming to an end. And so all I pretty much do is squeeze a big bead on there. And then go ahead and wet my brush. And then just kind of start molding it, making sure that it's connected to the previous color, which would be the light blue glitter for this nail. After making sure everything is like fully connected, then I'll just slowly start working on the shape of the nail. So bringing it down to my desired lift, and then just start working on making sure my sides are straight, and then making sure my tip is straight. Now, while that is doing that, I want to say, so my previous video, I had said or announced that I was giving away polygel along with some other things, and I still am. The thing was, when I did that video, I kind of was like thinking out loud without fully doing all of the thinking. And so in this video, I'm still giving away the polygel, but I am going to leave my contact information for you guys to reach out. Like, I didn't want to be on the other video asking you guys where to ship it to, what's a shipping address or something. And so I kind of didn't think about that back when I announced it in that video. But again, I am still giving away polygels. Since that video, I have ordered 2 more kits, and so I still do need the space. So I am still giving away polygel to you guys who want it. Now, you don't have to go in the comments and say yes to me, because I already kind of got a list of who wanted the polygel. But in this video, I am going to, and down in the description, I am going to add my email address, and I'm also going to add my Instagram, my nail page on Instagram. So you can either DM me your shipping address, or you can send it to me via email, your choice. But pretty much first come, first serve. And yeah, so again, guys, sorry about that in the previous video, but please reach out to me on the contact information, and I'll be more than willing to ship you guys polygel along with some of them polishes and stickers and whatever else I have down there that I just don't want. But alright, so back to the video. They were not cured underneath, which is shocking because they really wasn't as thick as some of my other nails are. And so I think I'm going to have to go back and use the previous lamp that I was using, which is a less wattage, but it was bigger, and I didn't really have, like, some of them would be uncured, but not this much. It was like every color just was not cured. So I went ahead and cleaned them up. Here is the final look. Again, it wasn't that thick, so I didn't have a lot of filing to do. But that white was like really clean and sharp. Here are the tubes that I used. And again, I will add a picture of the kits. Okay, so one of the reasons why, well, let me give you all the reasons why I don't typically use white. One, I hate the way it files. It files like wet baking soda, if that makes sense. It's like, it files chunky, like, it's not like a smooth file. Two, I just never really liked how it looked on me. But the filing was like the biggest thing for me. I just hate the way it filed. And also, the white isn't that strong. And so, a lot of times, regardless of how long I would cure a white, it would just still be kind of flexible. Now, this little file here, I used to love these files. I don't know why I stopped using them. These files are very flexible. They have a file on one side and a buffer on the other side. I like that they are flexible because when I file around my cuticle area, or if I file down the sides of the nail, it just the file kind of curved with the nail. And so I love that about those files. On top of, after I filed through the body of the nail, I flipped the file over and used the buffer just on the white part, because it was like, regardless of what file I use, that their white just had so many scratches and dents in it, and it was just hard to get it out. So I did go with a buffer. Now I'm going to take my favorite green file and just clean up them shapes on all of the nails pretty much. After I'm pretty much satisfied with that, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. It just, filing at my kitchen sink, it just makes for a easy cleanup. Like, I can just wash it all down, you know, wipe down my countertops and stuff like that. And it's just a easier cleanup for me, so that's why I like to file there. So I'm trying to let my water get a little warm, wipe that little extra dust off. Then I'm just going to go in with some Dawn dish soap and just lather it up. My water was still cold at this point. But scrub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub, whatever, trying to get all of that dust off. And then after I get it a nice lather, I like to take my brush and file the nail, and then, or file on the top of the nail, file underneath of that nail, and each and every nail, I make sure I file it. And I like to file around them cuticles, just to get all of that dust out. I hate when I top coat and I got like dust or fibers or whatever. And so I like to wash my hands, do a nice good scrub down when or after I file. Now for the video purpose, I did wipe it off with the same rag, my dish rag or not, just so you guys can see the finished look. But I did rinse them off again and just let them air dry, because the little fibers from that rag was on the nails and it would have gotten in my top coat. Alright, so we're going to go with my favorite top coat. I say it in every video. The Vanessa top coat is my absolute favorite. I'm just going to wipe the bulk of that I'm going to wipe the bulk of that top coat on the bottom of the nail. And then the little that's remaining on the brush, just lightly and slowly go around my cuticle area. I don't want it to flood, but I also want to make sure the entire nail is covered with top coat. Yeah, so we'll do that. I like to give it a look over just to make sure my line of light is straight and to make sure I don't have like no little dust and fibers in it. Alright, and so now I'm going to go in with these little green charms. I got these from AliExpress. In fact, about 90% of my charms come from AliExpress. I believe I got like 6 colors or something like that. But yeah, most of my accessories will not come from AliExpress. But I'm just going to put that on the nail, up on the white, and then just kind of move it around to make sure I like the placement. Again, my fingers are wonky, and so I got to kind of play with it just to make sure it looks centered. So when I close my hand or put the nails together, everything looks like it's going straight. So I put those green and blue ones on all of the nails. Now these are 3D stickers. I also got them from AliExpress. I had them for a little while, but I just felt like they was perfect to use for this set because the set did consist of white polygel. But they are 3D, so I did top coat first and then put the stickers on top of the top coat because I didn't want the top coat to take away that 3D design look. And so after peeling it off, I was just kind of playing around with it for a little bit just to kind of figure out how I wanted it or where I wanted it to go. And so I wound up doing it with the sticker back. And then, alright, so I went with it being upside downwards. And then I just lightly put it on there. I didn't smash it down at this point. I just put it on there, kind of looked at it to make sure I was feeling it. And then when he got the second one, I wish this little set would have had at least 4 of them, so that way I could have put it on all the nails, but it only gave you 2 of each design, and so I had to just put them on the middle 2. So after I put that one on there, look at them both together, make sure I was happy with it, make sure they look pretty similar. Then I went ahead and oh no, you know what, I was trying to figure out if I was going to put some on the green ones again, because they didn't have 4 of the same designs. But then I went ahead and smashed them down. Yeah, I smashed it down with my tweezers first, and then just to make sure it was fully secured, I went in with my finger and just pressed them down to make sure they didn't come up, make sure it was the sides and everything was fully down on the nail. But here is the nails. At some point in some way I did put rhinestones on there, but here is the finished look. They were super cute. But thank you guys so much for watching my videos and the love and support that you guys do give me. These are the kits. So the white came from this kit. The green, blue, and light blue came from this kit. The green glitter came from this kit. The light blue glitter came from this kit. And then the light green came from this kit. But again, thank you guys, and don't forget to reach out to me if you guys want the polygel. I am more than happy to send it to you. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.